Yo.
There's Mr. Good to Go.
Good to go.
Good to go. Go fuck yourself. All right. What's
Good
up,
to go.
man? I gave you 2 days off. We're back,
2 days. It's nice to have 2 days off.
isn't it? I was this close, and I'm showing my fingers really close together right now. Of starting our doing a rerun series since you're King Rerun, and just start on Sundays throwing up from episode 1. Just make it a rerun day. But then I was like, nah, I think people would get mad at us.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be bad to do some of them, I think, not all of them. I mean, we had some bangers where people who just started listening may want to catch up,
I'll tell you this. Every week when I go through like some of the podcasts I subscribe to, on like, God, I don't know. I think I subscribe to most of them on Google Podcasts.
Right.
There's always a new Steve Austin one, but for the last like year and a half, it's SAS Classics. He hasn't put a new one up.
Oh, really?
Yes, he puts a new one. He puts a podcast out every week, but it's called a Classics, and it's an old podcast because I guess he's got the deal with the network, with the sit-down interviews that he's been doing. So on his podcast, I guess they were like, well, there's no reason to let this lay fallow because one day, I guess he'll be, not doing the WWE thing.
Right.
And once the no compete is done, he can go back to his old podcast. Or the guy there that's partnered with him, maybe, is like, fuck it. Just because he's gone doesn't mean I can't make money. I
was going to say, the guy's probably making money off of reruns.
Yeah, we don't make money off the originals. How are we making money on the reruns?
So what does it matter? Right. That is true.
But I figured since you're now the rerun king on social media.
Hey, listen, it's working. It's working. I sprinkle in a new video, though, every once in a while.
I know, but let me just say, you let some of your good gimmicks lay fallow for a little while, and I think I've used that twice now. You've just like not used them, and they like the classic user to lose it. I see people stealing your stuff, dancing,
I gained 20...
Dancing in a kitchen instead of a fucking bathroom. Stealing your shit.
Dancing hasn't got me anything. Like, I got 22,000 followers.
Dancing got you where you're at.
Yeah, but I gained 22,000 followers in 10 days, and I didn't have to shake my fucking tits once. So,
but your tits are so much bigger and shakeable now.
I reposted stuff.
Is that the real reason? After we had our intervention the other day, I guess that would make sense that you're just you're ashamed of your body. You don't want to show yourself,
right?
Dancing in a bathroom. You're just you're happy showing from like your armpits up.
My armpits
in
up.
Food tasting videos. Yeah,
that's it. That's it. Now I will say we talked about intervention. I've not done anything different with my diet, so that's not where I'm going with this. But maybe I've increased my calories. But the last 2 days, I did some really intensive yard work. Like, I ripped up like 20 different bushes that I had to dig out of the ground, like rip them up out of the ground, rake, and I am so sore.
Now, I'm going to throw something out here because this just gave me PTSD flashbacks. When my dad was about your age,
right,
and he would be out in the yard on the weekends all fucking day. He'd come in, he smelled like hell's holy sewer from sweating and grunting outside. He was sunburnt to hell and whatever else, but he made me come out there and help him. If he was pruning trees and bushes or whatever, he would make me bag it all or rake up the leaves or whatever else. He definitely made me clean his car out every other weekend and wash it. He also told me how to rotate tires and change oil. What did you make Nick do?
So Nick has been working his job.
Quote.
He worked. No, listen to this. I don't know this kid. He like
Nick the Dick.
So
is it which Nick is he right now? Nick the Dick?
I mean, I
It's
don't
not
know. I have
basketball
barely seen him
season,
for three
so
days.
it's not basketball
So
season, so he doesn't get those
right.
nicknames.
So he has worked the last 3 days 10 hours each day. Yeah, 10 hours.
Yeah.
He got in the car last night. I picked him up, and he was dead silent. And I said, "You all right?" He said, "Man, my feet hurt." And I just busted out laughing. And he's like, "What?" I said, welcome to the world of adulthood, my friend." I go, "Your feet are gonna hurt for the next 50 years."
Oh, that's
Yeah.
satisfying to hear that he's actually being made to work. You know.
And then today he was supposed to work till 8 o'clock, and he just shot me a text at 6:30 and said, "Hey, they told me I could stay till 10 because they're putting the store together that he's working at." So he said they told me I can stay to 10. Can I stay to make up another 2 extra hours? I said, "You do whatever you want, pal. I mean, that's cool with me, but
Hey,
like
especially since I believe the arrangement was you're getting his first paycheck, so the more extra
I
hours he
am
works, the bigger
right,
your check's coming.
right." Well, he owes me $400, so if it's over 400,
Nah,
then he obviously
uh,
gets to keep it.
he owes you more than that over the course of the last 17 years. You should
Oh,
just
that
take
too,
the.
but
You
yeah.
should just like take that first paycheck as like a lesson, like almost like like that whole welcome to adulthood thing.
Right, right.
Be like, we didn't, we didn't. I said the first check. I didn't say $400, or maybe you did. Maybe you fucked yourself out of a little extra income.
I actually said the first two checks.
Oh well, there you go.
So
There you go.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. So you know, I just ate a brownie out of nowhere, just so you know.
what do you mean
Lex
out of
made
nowhere?
brownies.
Had to come from somewhere.
Lex made brownies, so I just snatched a piece.
Yeah, I missed out
Uh,
on an opportunity for free McDonald's last night. I
how?
was too honest. This guy knocks on my door, uh, at like I don't know 7 o'clock at night with a giant bag of McDonald's. Like this thing
Right,
must have weighed like a good 15 pounds, and he was like the neighbor across the way, and he's like, I didn't really understand what he was telling me. If uh the delivery guy caught him downstairs and handed it to him, or if the guy
right.
had knocked on his door or whatever. But for some reason, he thought it was mine. He brought it over to me, and I was like,
You know what? Hold on. Let's just backtrack for a
"Yeah,
second. Of course, he thought it was yours. He's probably like, this fat fuck gets food delivered all the time.
not." But I don't.
He probably
But I
no,
don't.
you do.
I don't.
He was probably like, this has got to be his.
I don't. Uh. Anyway, so so I made the mistake. I was like, "Yeah, it's not mine, but let me tell." And what I did is I was like, "Just let me leave it here," and I left it right in the corner of my door, on the outside. I said, let me take I'm going to take the receipt inside and call. I was let me call DoorDash or whatever and see what apartment this goes to because it didn't have any
Right.
information on it. I was just waiting for the guy to go back into his apartment, and I was going to take the bag in with me. Because I like like my natural inclination wasn't to just be like, oh, thanks, because he gave me this whole song and dance. He caught me so confused. I was like, it's not mine. So then I like
Right,
wait. I
right.
like went inside. I actually looked at the receipt, and I was like, there was no information. If there was information, I would have gone and given it to the person. But there was
Right.
no information on it. So I went back out to grab it, and I looked through the peephole, and he'd already grabbed it and was taking it into his apartment.
No, he didn't.
I swear to God.
He snatched it up.
Yeah. So I missed an opportunity. But the only reason I did that was because I'm trying not to be you. I'm not trying to eat every fucking thing that gets waved under my nose. So I was like giving myself an excuse, and that's why I initially denied it was mine. And then when I decided I kind of wanted it,
It's too late.
yeah, I went back to go see if I could grab it, and he had already grabbed it and put it in his hot
What a
wheel thing.
motherfucker, though. He took it.
Yeah, I mean he took it. I watched him. He was halfway back to his apartment. I mean it's across the hall. We're across from each other. Just with the bag in
Right.
his hand. So I was like, oh, I guess he's eating good tonight.
He probably got diarrhea, too.
Pro-
That's just karma.
well, I mean, that's just McDonald's, I think.
Yeah.
Karma.
Man.
So I was like, I mean, I guess I did. I tried. I initially I was doing the right thing. I was like, it's not mine, And then
Right, you're trying to do the right thing.
and then as I was giving the rigmarole, I was thinking, well, if I can't figure out whose it is, I'll keep it. And then I
I'm
looked
so
at
glad. You know what? I'm so
he
glad you didn't get to keep it.
yeah, well, whatever. It doesn't mean I didn't eat. You know,
What'd you eat?
I don't remember. It was last night. Them
It
made.
was. It wasn't healthy, whatever it was.
I mean, it was something I had to cook, so it had to have been at least healthier than McDonald's.
Listen, I saw. What did you have? Like, what you posted something today. What did you
Yeah,
eat?
because you never post anything. Um, on the Instagram, it was
Yeah,
what did I eat earlier? I can't even remember. Oh,
looked like some sort of
beef flautas.
flautas.
Oh.
Oh, let me tell you something. I don't know if you know this, but flautas are not keto friendly.
I didn't say they
Just so you
were.
know.
Did not say they were.
I'm just letting you know that you're not dieting. Like, so cut the
Not,
shit.
no, it's a new day today. Yes, it is. I,
Cut the shit.
I think,
Cut the shit
I
with
think
your dieting.
Monday I wake up and it'll be clean eating and fasting intermittently, and we're gonna buy buy the new year. I'll fit in my clothes again.
Oh, you're so ridiculous. Cut the shit.
By
You're
the end
not
of summer.
dieting.
By the end of
Enough.
summer. Speaking of the end of summer, I just want to say that today is probably officially in South Florida the last nice day of weather. I think.
Oh, the heat's coming, huh?
Um, I don't know, the heat's coming. I think still at night it'll be nice, but during the day today was nice. And this I think will be the last day with temperatures at night under 70. So
Well, so yesterday here, it was 40 degrees. The high was 42, and
yeah.
it was hailing. I did my yard work, and in the late afternoon, it was 40. I was in
What are we
sweatpants and a sweatshirt.
what are we farmers almanac here? Why are we giving everyone our fucking
Hold
our
on, I'll
weather
tell you. And then
reports?
today it was 80 degrees, so it was like 40 degrees yesterday, 80 degrees today. So,
Yeah.
yeah, ridiculous. But I do got something I want to get off my chest here.
It better
I
be
got I
good. It better be good.
it's
It
not good, but
it better not be food.
it's food related.
Oh, come on.
I I got beef with a new restaurant.
Oh, Jesus. Of
I
course
got a
you do.
new beef. I do. I have beef with Dave and Buster's.
If only
So,
we had reach, there'd be so many there'd
well,
be
there's
so
a
many
story that goes
restaurants
with
because
this
you get
though.
burned everywhere. You'd have so many restaurants tripping over
Well,
themselves to invite you back for the royal treatment, so you can go back on a
listen to this
podcast
shit.
and revoke your
Listen
curses
to
here.
this.
You're like
Listen to this.
Danhausen popping out of a trash can trying to curse
Yeah,
Hook and
hook and it doesn't
unsuccessfully.
work.
Oh yeah, it's not working. You complain about these restaurants. It's pointless. It's just pointless. But go
So,
ahead.
okay, listen to
Go
this shit.
go
No, listen to this shit.
go scream
So
into the air as if
we
anyone's
go to
listening.
we go to Dave and Buster's. For those who don't know, is a restaurant that also has like an arcade, tons of video games. So you eat, you play video games, you know, the whole thing.
It's also
So
like
a bar,
a bar,
great
and
bar,
they have
right,
sports on the TVs and shit like that.
right, lots of TVs. So we go, and the usually like Dave and Buster's menu. I don't know when the last time you got a Dave and Buster's was, but their menu is
Like
pretty.
15, 20 years ago.
You fuck who? That's a long time.
It's overpriced garbage there. It's fucking
Well,
it's
but the
garbage.
games are fun. I like playing the games. They're more for adults. The games, not like a Chuck E. Cheese or like a kid's place. So
Yeah, I don't think
we
they
go.
let kids run around there?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's more adult themed.
Because they serve alcohol, so I didn't know if
They do,
they
right,
let
right.
kids like fucking
So
run around like they're
yeah, but it's
welcome.
not as they do, but it's not like yeah, it's not like Chuck E. Cheese's or whatever. Anyway, so they used to have this really extensive menu, like it was amazing. Their food was fantastic, great menu.
Fantastic.
Not no more.
This is
So
this is
now,
this place is disgusting. But go ahead.
no, the waitress comes. Well, you haven't been there in fucking 18 years. Like, what do you
Right.
know?
I know.
Uh,
I trust me. I know.
so the waitress comes over and
Disgusting.
she says, you have to scan your phone with the menu. You know, fucking COVID. Like, COVID now created this where you don't actually get a physical fucking menu.
Right,
So you
but
got to scan it
prices
with
went
your
up, even
phone.
though they're not printing menus anymore.
Right. Oh wait, it gets worse. Scan it with your phone, and you order it on the app. I'm like, what? She's like, you order everything on the app, you pay on the app, you order everything on the app. All she does is bring it to you. So they don't even physically take your order anymore. Like why she's there, I don't know. At this point, let me just go get my own food from the kitchen and we'll just cut you out because
Right.
it's
There should just
useless.
be a food runner,
Right.
and not leave a tip or leave like a 5% tip or something.
Oh, well, we're gonna get to the
Oh,
tip in a second.
okay. Well,
So I do the order. I order a beer and I order, food, whatever, blah blah blah. 30 minutes go by and she comes over and she's like, "Did you place your order?" I was like, "Yeah, like 30 minutes ago." Like now the point that she's come over to me to ask me that I play. So not only do I have to fucking do my own order, she has to ask me that I play. Like, you don't have a system that says table whatever place their order. Like, it's bullshit to me. So she brings my beer out. It's warm. It's not even good. Uh, and then she immediately brings my food out, but doesn't bring any other food out, just mine. And I got like boneless wings. They were cold. Like, they were cold. So you can't even be like, hey, these are cold because you don't even see her. Like, they don't come refill your drinks. They don't, like, I don't know what I'm tipping for because at this point, and the funny thing is you have to tip on the app before you hit
pre-tip.
send on your order.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck that.
right. So I'm like livid at this point. I'm like, this is such bullshit. So she, she's not even bringing the food out. There's like a runner bringing the food out. So like, who am I tipping at this point? I don't even know who I'm tipping.
Well. When you tip the waitress, they then tip out everyone else. They tip the cooks in the back. They tip out the hostess. They tip out the food runners. That's the way it works.
Okay, so hopefully she didn't get anything because she didn't do anything.
Well, she for
Uh,
sure did, but
so the whole meal is just it's fucked. It's fucked. The whole meal is
unless
just
I mean maybe Dave and Buster's, it's like you tip and it gets just evenly distributed amongst all the employees. I don't know. I don't know.
so like I'm angry. I'm not even done with the meal yet, and I immediately go to Twitter. I go to Twitter. I make this just you know awful post on Twitter, and it's not even. I make it like where it's like three. It's a tweet, and then like I comment on my own tweet two more times, so it's like an extended tweet, uh, and I get a response from Harmony, the old wrestling fan from back in the day. You know Harmony, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Harmony writes, uh, "Are you in like South Florida?" And I said, "No, I'm in Georgia." Apparently, Harmony works for Dave and Buster's, so she was trying to see if she could like, obviously help me out, whatever. And I said, "No, I'm in Georgia, whatever." And she was like, "Oh, okay." Um, but Dave and Buster's immediately sends me a note, DM us. So I send them a DM, and they're like, "What happened?" I I blasted him. I blasted him in the DM. When I tell you blasted him, I mean like I used all 8,000 characters. Like, I went in on them. They never responded back. So whoever
You know what
read that was
happened? No,
probably
you
like,
know what
this
happened. They
motherfucker.
they went back to your Twitter and saw that all your Twitter is complaint
I'm a
after
notorious
complaint.
complainer.
All you do is you're complaining at TikTok every fucking day on there. Everywhere you eat, everything you're just complaining, dude. You're like, seriously, you need to go back and delete like 90% of your complaint history because those are they never responded to them or they got resolved. Take them off your Twitter because I'm telling you that's what happened. They went and said this guy's just a serial fucking this guy might how am I going to say this because you get twitchy when I start bringing up the Snake Master clan, but like
Oh
that you're one
God.
of those that's always angling for a fucking a freebie when they go out.
I'm not well, but I wasn't angling.
No, no, they
This
don't
was
know. They see you
serious.
fucking complaining to everyone in the world, looking for fucking, restitution here for this, and where's my fucking likes for that, and blah blah blah. It's like they think you're a fucking scam artist. That's what I would think if I went and looked at your Twitter right now. You need to listen. Once you complain once you make the tweet, either they respond in 3 days or they don't. But delete the fucking tweet after a week, dude. I mean, there's no reason to have that fucking
They
history.
don't take the time to go back and look.
I swear, they don't have to go back far.
You think that
They don't
went
have to
back
go
and
back
looked.
far. They go, oh, here's one. Let's see how many more there are. Oh, holy shit! In the last month, he's complained 14 fucking times on Twitter about shit. I guarantee
You
that's
think they
what it
do
is.
that?
1,000%, because I would do that if I worked
There's no way.
If I worked customer service and I saw a tweet from someone, that I'm supposed to respond to,
Right.
I guarantee I look and see if this is a legit complaint or if this is someone that has complains about everything under the sun, looking for discounts and
Okay, but that doesn't
coupons
mean
and
my
freebies.
complaint isn't legit.
Well, that's part of it. Is like how they don't know whether your complaint is legit. That is one of the. I guarantee that's one of the criteria they use. 100%. That's one of the criteria.
No way.
I guarantee you. I swear to God. That's 1,000%. I'm telling you, man.
You think I'm being blocked because I'm a habitual food complainer?
I think you
Is
have
that what's
legit
going on
complaints that are
here?
getting
This
that
is
are getting.
such like a Seinfeld episode.
No,
like a Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, yes, you are George Costanza right now, and I guarantee you, if you delete all your old complaints and going forward, when you have a complaint, voice it on Twitter, but then go back and remove it after a week, you will see that a larger percentage get addressed. I guarantee it.
Really?
Try it. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of work going back and deleting, because dude, you are the complaint king. You are the complaint king.
I am not
I
denying
swear,
that.
every day I see you shouting out. You're pissing in the wind to TikTok.
Well,
on Twitter, ironically, like they care what you say about them on another app. You're pissing into the wind on Twitter about TikTok. I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing. And it's literally, for like a little stretch there, I could set my fucking watch to it every morning. I swear to God.
Okay, this
dude.
is funny you say that, though, because like 2 days prior to this incident last night, I had another run-in with Taco Bell. But this is the funny thing. So I had tweeted Taco Bell. This was. It was no. This is funny you say that, because now maybe this makes sense. So I tweeted Taco Bell on March 22nd, and I was like, "Hey, every time I make a fucking DoorDash, you cancel it, but the restaurant cancels it." And I'm like, "We got a problem here." March 22nd, they didn't respond until like Wednesday. And on Wednesday, which Wednesday was April, like something. So you're talking weeks later, they're like, hey, what was the issue? So I give them the rundown.
All right, so give them 2 weeks. But you can't leave all that up there.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I wrote them back and said, funny, you're writing me back today about an issue that happened 2 weeks ago, and it happened again on Wednesday. I said, again, they've canceled my order. Like, you got a fucking problem here. They read it and didn't even respond. So I wonder if they went back and they were like, this fucking guy, he's unbelievable. Like,
well, how much attitude was in that message?
I mean, I was a little pissed because it literally happened again that day, and they were just responding from 2 weeks prior.
You know why they're responding from 2 weeks prior? Because they're probably that backed up with fucking kooks and clowns, and then of course
hold on. They cancel my order.
Kooks, clowns, and like the typical just fucking regular, like, you're supposed to expect diarrhea. Don't go tweeting about it. Complaints that like they're just backed up. It has nothing to do with what you're talking about. It's just that they can't get to you for 2 weeks. They're just behind because there's just everyone's tweeting about everything these days. Yeah, and you're not helping
your shit
things.
Together, then.
You're not helping things.
You're acting like I'm not tweeting about something that really happened. This happened.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying they don't know if it happened or not. And with Dave and Buster's, they go look, and then they see that you're just complaining about everything. They're like, holy shit, Taco Bell, and holy shit, TikTok, and this and that. You look like a guy in the woods mailing bombs to people. That's what you look like.
Maybe I need like a burner account just to complain.
Yeah, but then that looks like that's all it's for. That's even worse. My point
Man,
is just delete them. Don't have like a fucking. I want you to go through your last
and remove them all,
go through your last 5 months and just
right?
count how many times you've complained about something on Twitter. I am dying to know. I bet that number's as high as your weight right now. I swear to God. It might
Uh,
be higher.
well,
It might be higher.
but okay. So, and I'm gonna switch the beef to it. I got another
Oh
beef, and it has
God.
nothing to do with
Oh,
food.
Jesus Christ.
This whole no, I got to get this off my chest. So I had reposted my beans on toast video, and it
Oh.
goes 1.8 million views, right? So in this week, in 10 days or so, 1.8 million views. Oh, fantastic!
Oh, this
1.8
is where
million
where
views.
like someone else posted it and you didn't get any credit or something.
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
These motherfuckers that have a million followers took my video, reposted it to their page, and didn't give me credit.
Just do
Yet
it.
their video
No,
has like
do an
a
instant
million views.
do an instant fucking copyright strike on them. Do it. Just
I
fucking
mean,
drop the hammer on these fucking people. It's not benefiting you. They're not going to go. Well, hold on. Once you've realized what's happening, and by the time they would read a message from you to say, "Hey, add a tag to me on this," all the steam's gone out
too
of that
late.
video. So just
Right.
copyright strike them, and teach them a lesson. Fucking do that. It's that easy. Once you see it and you haven't been taken care of, and they didn't reach out and ask you permission, just fucking drop the hammer every time. There's no reason to even fucking message them. There's no reason. They've already gotten all the benefit out of it. To
They
add a
did.
tag to you at that point isn't gonna benefit you at all. So just fucking drop the hammer on them. Teach them a lesson.
I mean, the
Copyright
nerve of these
strike them.
motherfuckers.
Copyright strike them. Fuck them.
And people are commenting, going, "Hey, you could have tagged him," and they're tagging me. So they're getting bombarded with all these comments of people like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, you could have tagged the guy." Like, I mean, I got nothing out of it.
Or yeah, and they're not reading. When you've got a million,
No,
when you get a
no, they don't care.
when you get like a couple million likes on something and all the comments that follow, like you really can't read them all, especially if that's not the only video that day that you're getting a million likes on, let
And it's
alone,
funny because their whole page is literally reposting people's stuff
of
where they
course.
just put, they literally just put their own words on it. And I'm like, you fucking
So that's why you
motherfucker.
have to copyright strike them.
Look into this striking. Now, I will say, a video I posted like a couple weeks ago, I started seeing a lot of like, it is a duet of somebody taking Lucky Charms cereal and milk, and then throwing the cereal away and using the Lucky Charms milk for their coffee. And they threw the cereal away, which pissed me off more than anything because you don't throw Lucky Charms away. They're like fucking $5 a box. And this asshole's throwing it away for the milk. Well, today the video starts getting likes again, and I was like, "Oh, that's weird." I just looked; it's at 1.1 million views. That was from 2 weeks ago. It had like 20,000 views. So in the matter of some time in the last 24 hours, this video blew up to 1.1 million views. So I've got 2 million plus view videos in a matter of 2 weeks, and I didn't have to steal anything from you. I mean, so
Right.
I'm starting to make my own way here. If you haven't,
Well, my
see what I'm putting
biggest
down.
my biggest is 3.8. So that's all I know. So that's a cool story. I'm glad you shared it.
Yeah,
Listen, are you done complaining?
yeah, I'm done.
Like,
I'm done.
are we done in the complaint box for the week?
I'm done. Complaint box is over.
I woke up this morning.
Off my soapbox.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna like shit on myself here. I woke up this morning, and as usual, like I don't know how like I know some days when you wake up you're going to work. Like on the weekend here when I wake up,
Right.
I'm scrolling on my phone for like a good hour, hour and a half. I'm just laying in bed.
Right. Right.
I went through this whole detective thing this morning. You know what I'm talking about? I was on like Instagram and TikTok, and I'm like all the wrestlers' pages and stuff, and I'm seeing
Right.
that there were two weddings on the same weekend, and
Yeah.
the
Because
two
I did the
they,
same thing, by
they
the way.
were
So go
okay.
ahead.
Okay, so I noticed that there were two. So this maybe a lot of people notice this. There were two, and it was women wrestlers that were getting married.
Right.
So listen, guys don't give a shit. They're like just there because they have to be there. They're not
Right.
caring about invite lists and competing date. Like, listen, if if my friend had, if I announced my date and my friend's like, hey man, that's my date. Oh, no problem,
Right.
moved. Like, there's no
Right.
like. So these two women have it on the same weekend. Now, one was on Thursday, and one was on Saturday. So I'm like, oh well,
Right.
that's not.
But but
It's
but,
not.
but
Say,
again,
hold
you
on,
didn't realize
hold
that.
on.
You
It's
didn't
not.
realize until after.
Yeah. What? Well, right. But it,
Right. Right.
even so, one's West Coast and one was East Coast. So that makes it harder, like to do both. So I'm thinking. I'm just curious what the drama is that like there's 52 weekends in the year. I mean, granted,
Right.
pay-per-view weekends and WrestleMania. If you want your friends to come, you could take
Yeah.
obviously
WrestleMania weekend.
they're not like they're not working this week. They're going on honeymoons and all that shit. But to have it on the same weekend seems there's got to be some passive aggression there somewhere. So then I was
Because
like,
not even the same. Not even they can't go to each other's weddings, so they obviously don't like each other. I would imagine.
I mean, I guess, right? So I'm looking at
Right.
it, like, so that's in my head, and then I'm so curious about this that's why I like start Googling while I'm in bed.
Right.
And then that's when I realized that they weren't the same day, but they're different days. And then I'm looking, I
Right.
start like just scrolling through to see if any wrestlers that went to these weddings have posted pictures. I don't know who's been invited to them. I don't know who's attended them. So I'm just kind of scrolling Instagram until
Right.
things pop up. And there's like only two. I think there's only two people that were at both weddings. I think
Who was that?
it was Liv Morgan and Sonya Deville.
Okay.
Now
That you've
I
seen.
saw in pictures.
Right. Right.
Right. So,
Right.
and one was a small, looked like a very small wedding, and one looked like a very big wedding. One was like, what's her name? Bliss is married to like a rock and roll guy or
Right.
something, and the other's like two. So the other
So
one's two
yeah.
WWE people getting married to each other. You would think
Right.
that's a double draw for other talents, but it looked like a lot more wrestlers went to Alexa Bliss's wedding, and also
Right.
Alexa Bliss's wedding had like fucking Freddie Prinze Jr. and his wife
A lot of famous
that
people.
played Buffy and the other dude that was in Buffy, the little guy with red hair. I forget these people's names,
Now,
but
now, yeah, you're right. A lot of famous people. The list was like
right.
insane.
Well, and so I don't know who's like you're looking who invited who on that one, but I know like Freddie Prinze, worked for the WWE, so maybe that was
Well, so in my
and Seth Green, that was the other one.
investigation,
Yeah.
I found it seems like the husband invited all these people because Alexa Bliss made a post saying that she was her husband had invited all these famous people, and it was like totally mind blowing to her. She was marking out to it. But Avril Lavigne, you know who Avril Lavigne is,
Mhm.
right? Avril Lavigne was in the wedding party, right, on Alexa Bliss's side. Here's the kicker: Avril Lavigne dated Alexa Bliss's now husband. So I guess they had dated, and then it didn't work out, and then now she became friends with Alexa Bliss. I'm assuming through him.
Well. It could still be that she's just really good friends with the guy, and she's in the wedding party, but she's just you stand over there with the women.
But
You
I
know
think
what I
she's
mean?
friends with Alexa Bliss, from what
I
I,
don't know.
gathered through my.
I don't know.
But
See,
yeah,
wait a minute. There were two guys over 40 that are talking about Avril Lavigne at a wedding. I mean, this is so fucked up.
here's the best part. Wait, no. It gets better.
All right, go ahead.
So during the conversation, I'm in the kitchen and I said, "Well, Avril Lavigne, how old is she?" Because in my head,
Gotta be
Avril
her-
Lavigne's she's like a teenager, right? Because
No.
she's
I mean,
fucking 37 years old.
yeah,
She's
I'd say she's got to be close to
37.
40. Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, she doesn't look a day over fucking 20. Number one,
Mm.
she looks the same as she looked when she was a kid. And I cannot believe she's 37. Mind blown that she's 37 years old. And the best part is, I say to Lex, who's going to be 15 in a week, you know who Avril Lavigne is? And she's like, yeah, I have no clue. I'm like,
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy shit. She doesn't even know who Avril Lavigne
Well,
is.
because
Like,
Avril
Avril
Lavigne
Lavigne
hasn't had a pop song in about 20 years.
I mean, she's like our
15. Yeah.
generation, really, like
Well,
the end of our, like,
yours.
well, not even mine. I mean, I mean, I was probably, I wasn't into, I was too old already. Like, I think
I mean, I know what one song,
I couldn't even tell you one song.
Isn't Skater Boy hers?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But I couldn't believe that Avril Lavigne was 37 years old. Like, holy shit. Fuck. I made me feel old.
You are old. You're fat also.
Well, I'm fat and old. Yeah. Probably why I'm sore from doing yard work for 2 days.
Probably. Yeah, like I didn't know I had to stretch for this.
No, like I am so sore. It's not even funny.
Well,
But
you're going to be worse tomorrow.
I know.
At work.
And of course I did the typical, like, this is when it hit me yesterday. Is I finished like the one section I wanted to finish. I did the bigger section yesterday.
I'm not done talking about the wedding. I don't want to talk about.
Oh, go ahead.
Picking
go
up
ahead.
fucking
I was
leaves
no, it
from
wasn't
the
about
yard.
picking up. All I was going to tell you is that after I finished yesterday, I showered, I came outside, and I just stared at it, and I thought to myself, "Oh my God, I've become that guy who does the yard work, takes a shower, and then goes outside and admires it after, with my arms crossed, like I was standing back a little bit so I could see the whole lay of the land."
Yeah, that's funny. Were you standing there picturing it with a fence up?
I literally was like doing things in my head, like I'm gonna put I gotta add more stuff to it, and I'm like, I literally said to myself, "Oh my God, I'm my dad. Holy shit!
Yep.
Like, when did this happen?"
I mean, just about 5 minutes ago.
So, yeah. Anyway, so the wedding.
Yeah. So the other wedding, was because that happened a few days earlier. We saw some pictures from it. The picture of Mox at that wedding.
Right. Yeah.
He looked like he forgot his nice clothes. He was wearing like jeans and a fucking like
black jeans and like a black, like, he looked like he was going to the ring to wrestle.
I'm not sure those were black jeans. I think those were really dark blue jeans.
And he was wearing like combat boots, like he was gonna go work a match.
Yeah.
Yeah. But his wife was dressed fantastic.
Well, of course.
Like,
she's a piece. Right. She just does not care. Like she's like, this is what's cool. She understands that there's no point.
Right.
Like this, I know what I married.
This is him.
I know what I married. Like, what am I going to tell him? He has to put this on, or I got to go take him somewhere to get a suit, or I got to buy clothes for him. She knows better. It's beautiful.
She knew better. Right?
It's beautiful. Right. I really respect.
She was just like, nope, this is it. This is what's happening.
And she knows that. She also knows, like, that she's not going to be embarrassed by him showing up like that.
Right.
Because everyone else there is going to see him and go, oh, of course, it's Mox. Why would we expect
no expectations?
The only way, here's the only way you can trick Mox into dressing nice for a wedding is you have to put him in the wedding party. Right.
But zero expectation that he was going to dress nice. There's no way.
But having the zero expectations and yet still seeing it was still like, there's like none of us were surprised, yet all of us had a great had a great like laugh at it, just like
because we're all like, what is he wearing?
Jesus. Yeah, is he?
To a wedding. And in the picture there's like 7 other people dressed like beautiful, like, wedding attire, tuxedo, like looking great. Even Sonya Deville was like, I mean, her suit was better than his.
He didn't have a suit.
Perfect. Exactly. That's my point.
Right.
Yeah. But then the other wedding, I know where you're going with this one. Because if you don't touch on this.
Oh. So the other one, I guess there was a theme of like pink and white. That not everyone had to dress like that. But I think a lot of people chose to. Or maybe these two were just matching each other. But Raquel Gonzalez, I don't know what her real name is.
That is her real name, but they changed it now on TV.
Oh, what did they change it to?
She's now another name now. She's like Raquel something else now on SmackDown. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
They changed her name.
Or maybe I'm remembering it because I saw it on the
Right.
Her and what's his name, Adam Scherer, Braun Strowman, were matching. She had a nice hot pink dress.
They're a couple.
She had a hot pink dress on, and he had like hot pink and white. But there was like 3 pictures, and I had told everyone scroll to the second picture because the second picture was a full like head to toe of him, and he was wearing hot pink Crocs.
Right, to a wedding.
Yeah, it was, but it was at that wedding. It made more sense, and the rest of him was dressed was nice. You know,
He was dressed nice, right?
Yeah.
Except for the hot pink Crocs.
yeah, hot pink Crocs.
So my thing though is this: he went out and bought those hot pink Crocs just for the wedding.
No, he
There's
went
no
and
way
got
he
went and
those.
got an outfit. Like he went shopping
Right.
for a wedding. Like which you know, like
Right.
Mox did not. Mox just went
Went to
and
the closet.
and he
Right.
went to a pile of clothes somewhere. Smelled until he found ones that weren't too strong, and weren't too wrinkled, You know,
But I think Mox was wearing a fanny pack as well. If I recall.
he may have been. I don't have the picture in front of me, but I do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked. Now, fanny pack at a wrestler's wedding. I mean, you know, come on. But
He had on the classic like '90s wrestler attire, but like if you were going to a show, not to a wedding.
right. Like if you were driving from like
Right.
what a guy would be wearing driving from like South Carolina to Georgia to Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah.
For the next show, right?
Like
Right.
that I could
Yeah.
probably like if I go through my old photos from the late 90s, early 2000s, I bet there's at least 10 guys dressed exactly like that I've taken photos with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Funny.
It's just like less than no effort. I mean, I'm almost afraid to like proclaim those are his nicest clothes.
Right.
I don't know what he wore when he married his wife.
I can't even imagine. Right.
That has the feel of the courthouse written all over it, if you know what I mean.
Right. No doubt.
From him.
And now they've moved from Las Vegas back to Cincinnati.
They have,
So
yeah.
they don't live in Vegas anymore. So
Right.
yeah. Crazy. Yeah. Well, the only like, wrestling talk. I gotta tell you, man. I gotta get this off my chest.
This is like the 4th thing off your chest. You better have not tweeted about
this
it.
is.
You better have not
Yeah.
tweeted about it.
I didn't tweet about it, but I can't stand Cody Rhodes. Like I feel like he's already like
You're biased.
It's too
You're
much.
completely biased.
it's too much.
You're
It's
completely
too
biased.
much.
You've been hating on him.
Like-
You've been hating on him for the last year. I think what he's doing is great. I think they've missed
can't
some
stand
angles. They've missed some angles, but I think he's great.
I mean, he's working Miz on Monday, and it's like it just doesn't do anything for me. Some of the stuff they're showing, like like the day in the life, and his wife is there, and it's just too like he wants to be that guy, and he's not that guy.
He will be
He's
that
not
guy.
that guy.
He will be that guy.
He's not that
you
guy.
want to know why?
Yeah, forced. It's forced.
No, is Roman still forced?
Roman is fantastic.
Okay, was he not forced for 4, 5, 6 years?
But
Was he not
it's
forced?
not gonna happen.
This
It
is going to
was,
be
but it's
way
not gonna
less of
happen.
an effort because Cody can actually do shit. Cody has in the past several times for that company taken the chicken shit they give him and made a chicken salad. Every single time, whether it was the bad mustache gimmick or the face mask thing or Stardust. And this time, they're not giving him a bad gimmick to start with. So trust me, for the amount of money
He's not that guy.
he is that guy. He's going to be that guy. He's going to be that guy. You're wrong. You're wrong.
No.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I just don't see it.
Well,
I'm
I
more
know
excited
because
about Nakamura.
you're coming in Mr. Negative and Mr. Hater. You're not coming in with an open mind. You're not. You're completely biased. You're
more
completely
excited to
biased.
see Nakamura and Roman.
I'm interested. I'm not excited. I'm interested to see that for 1 or 2 months, which is all it's going to be. Because we know
I mean, we know the
Nakamura has no
Right.
chance. So
Right. But that's also the thing about WWE I can't stand is it's so predictable because we know, like AEW. I mean, you don't know. You never knew. You don't know what's going to happen.
well, that's the thing. The brilliance would be if nobody expected Nakamura to finally dethrone him.
Right.
Like throw the curveball in there. Who cares if he goes?
Right.
Because here's the other thing. He's already broken CM Punk's record. So who cares? Let him lose it for a month because something went awry and then he wins it back or something. But you would have everyone would be losing their fucking collective shit. Everyone would be tuning in.
Isn't that the point?
Everyone, yeah, that's the point. That's what it should be.
Right.
But we know that's not going to happen. So, they need to.
But that's
they need
my
to.
problem with WWE.
But they've run out of people to feed him. So now they have to be smart and build stars up in their feuds with him. Like get Nakamura over and back up, even if he's not going to win the belt. You know what I mean? Let Paul Heyman
and I do think Nakamura was supposed to win the tag titles with that other guy, but he got hurt. So
So one door closes, another opens.
Kind of like let's get this guy in here now and do this. Right.
And also there were also a little bit like, it's like, what are we doing? This guy's great. It's not like we didn't have him fight AJ for the belt 4 fucking times.
Right.
A couple years ago. So.
Well, yeah. I got one more thing I want to talk about, and it's actually directed at you.
Directed at me?
Well, it's a question.
Oh, here we go.
It's not bad. I just want to know, have you spent any of your credits with your Instacart?
I have not.
Because I see this week you sent me a note this week, and you went up now. Your credits have gone up.
I have 300 and 60 or 80? It was
80.
A lot.
It was 380. Yeah,
380. I'll have the full 1,000. Like they cap it at 1,000. I have a feeling before the end of this, I'll have close to the full 1,000. But it's
you got to start using them.
I mean, yeah, it is a little bit of use it or lose it. I think they give you like 3 months or something to use them. So I mean, I will.
Right.
I mean, I will. The problem is I can't. I wish I could combine them. I like for the fact that each 10 credit. Sign up whatever bonus that I get has to be used on separate orders.
That's ridiculous.
Well, that's the fine print, my friend. That is the fine print.
Well, I guess they screwed you with that one.
They fucked you at the drive-thru. So I was on the computer last night looking at other affiliate things to see if there was anything else of use.
Better gimmicks, maybe.
Yeah, I mean.
I still don't know how this is happening. Somebody, my money is...
It's Bobby Rogers. Bobby Rogers.
Well, I just don't know if I haven't asked him, but I think it's coming this week. I'm going to ask him. But, look, I still don't trust that Canadian CJ. Something about her. I don't trust her.
You're
I know she listens to the podcast.
No, I know what you're doing.
She sent me a note this week and she
said... You just want to,
her note was suspicious. It was a suspicious note. I don't even use Instacart. That's an explanatory denial.
That's because you accused her you already accused her.
That's like the pastor's son getting caught stealing, and the kid says, "But I would never do it. My dad's a pastor."
No, I don't understand that at all. Denial. That makes no sense at all. I don't understand that analogy at all. I could dissect that bullshit for an hour and still not understand what the fuck you're talking about.
It's got to be Bobby, though. Got to be Bobby.
I mean, 1,000%. There is no one else. So yeah.
Gotta be Bobby.
Look, I was looking, and I'm like, there's a lot of things that pay a lot of money if you can get people to sign up for them. The problem is they're of no practical use. It's like web hosting or VPNs or shit. It's like I was looking for something like this, or I think Amazon changed their affiliate thing. It's not like just, save this link and anything you buy on Amazon, we get a credit for. It's you have to literally promote things, and those individual things that you promote, you get a credit on when people buy them with your link, So that's horseshit.
Right.
That's like all kinds of work. That's like when you see, I figured it out now. Like when you see one of those links that's 10 can't miss items to help you in the house, from Amazon, and you flip through them, they're all affiliate links. When you click on them and look at them and go, oh, I could use a fucking, a tomato peeler or whatever. That's a cool one. And then you buy it and someone gets a nickel for it,
Right.
I think there's whole sites that just create lists like that, and then get people to buy that shit, and they get a little their bequet, a little kickback. So
Yeah. Well, I get it. I get it.
But,
Well,
but
I gotta
yeah.
tell you, I just sent you someone. I just seen it on Twitter. Just to backtrack, someone took that picture of Braun Strowman with like Alexa and the whole that picture you sent, and they dissected it in three. They zoomed in on his hair, the first one, and the sunglasses. Then the second one, they zoomed in on his hard nipple,
Uh huh.
and then the third one is his crock.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So what the fuck is this dog barking at? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I just sent that to the group, so you can take a look at that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot that they did a program together, him and her.
They were team whatever, little big or
Big Little
whatever.
or something, Little Big or something.
Yeah.
I was like,
Big
why are
little
they
little
at the? I
big.
was like, why are they at the wedding? It's so weird, but that's
Yeah.
right. They're probably really good friends.
Yeah, they probably are. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
befriended every giant in that fucking company between him and Nia Jax and whoever else. Uh,
Yeah.
you all right over there?
Well,
You need another line of Coke or what's going on over there, Sniffles?
no, I got allergies.
Fucking Mr.
I won't
Pollen again.
stop. I
Mr.
want to blow my nose, but I don't want to blow my nose on the air, and then tell me, oh, you're blowing your nose, right? So I said, let me just
What
keep
I
sniffling here,
that was the
so
best
I don't
impression of
blow
me
my
ever.
fucking
I
nose.
I got confused for a second. I thought I was no longer sitting here. I thought I was in Georgia
That's how you
talking shit.
sound.
Yeah, that's
Fucking,
exactly
you
how I
ever see
sound.
those? You ever see those fucking Muppets, the two grumpy men? You're one of those guys for sure. Doubt you're one of those guys. I guess I would be the other one. So I don't.
Probably. So
So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
yeah,
thing.
yeah. That was yeah. That one backfired on you.
Yeah, that did.
All right, I'm done with you. I can't. I
Yeah,
can't with this anymore.
I
This
got to make
this this
chicken
late
chicken pesto for dinner.
this
So
late night bullshit with you. Talk. I know all you
yeah.
did was complain today. Let
Oh,
me get this off my chest.
I
Let
had
me
to get
get
it off
that
my
off my
chest.
chest.
Yeah.
My chest. My
Well,
chest. There's so much on
there
your.
you go. You got the name of the podcast. Let me get this off my chest.
Yeah.
There you go.
Trust me.
Yeah.
It's
Also, one last thing before we end this. I saw Billy Fives. His phone took a crap. He posted that, and I tagged you in it and said, I don't know, that you were happy or something, and you took a shot back at me saying that's what I told you, whatever. But I'm just glad that old man lost his phone. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
all
I'm
right.
glad that old man doesn't have his phone. We don't have to see his post every day where he's like, oh, if you don't like it, here's a middle finger, and he's such a grumpy fuck. I just wanted to get that out there. That's
Okay.
all.
Parting shots. This will be a new
Yeah.
tradition. We
All
we
right. That's
we
all.
end the podcast with a parting shot at Billy Fives.
Yeah. And fuck Blake Chadwick too for no reason. But go ahead.
No,
For
for no,
many
no. Actually, for many
reasons.
reasons. There might be chat groups devoted to fuck Blake Chadwick. To be honest, I know.
I'm gonna get that shirt, the new shirt made. Fuck Blake Chadwick.
Well, that would be funny if you showed up to a fucking live event wearing that and you didn't let them know you had it. I mean, letters.
The fuck Blake
Listen,
Chadwick
there are
shirt.
there are fuck Blake Chadwick groups. There are fuck Blake Chadwick letters that are sent. There are all kinds of things. Trust me. Trust me. That guy's gonna get what's coming to him one day. Oh boy. Him and that
Yeah.
fucking old fuck Billy Fives. That grumpy old fuck.
Oh God. All right. I'm done with you.
Yeah, I'm done with you. Bye.
All right. Goodbye.